As you can see, this glow behind me, that is the fire, and it has grown. As Joni said earlier, it jumped to 277 and is now starting to engulf that community of Buffalo Gap. I'm going to step out of the way so you guys can see what I'm seeing. Hey there, everybody. I'm Mercedez Hernandez, KTAB News reporter here at the Community Foundation of Abilene for Abilene's biggest day of giving. That is, of course, Abilene Gives 2022. Although local splash pads are already open for the season, city staff are making the final touches here at Adventure Cove because in a couple of weeks, locals will be making a splash. If you don't have to be in this area, just avoid it at all costs. Try to keep these areas clear. And of course, if you are driving, be cautious. Do not drag any chains, don't cause any other spark because you could just start another one of these big fires. While construction projects can of course cause some headaches like delayed travel times, TxDOT says patience is key, as this project will ensure that this area is made safe for both drivers and pedestrians. Good evening. The community is just laid to rest Eastland County Sheriff's Deputy Barbara Finley. And you guys, it was so apparent just how well loved the deputy was just by the showing of support here today.
Lord help us. Mother Nature, help us.
Divine intervention is what some are praying for as the mesquite heat fire continues tearing across Taylor County. Residents like Donna Halsell caught in the crosshairs of this hungry blaze.
We got necessities, bath stuff, my dog, gotta get dog food, a few changes of clothes. You just really don't know what to grab in a time like that.
Wednesday morning, air tankers were still dropping fire retardant on the area, looking almost dormant, but waiting to roar to life.
Oh, it's crazy.
Abilene residents like Michael Leal checking in on neighbors since Tuesday, coming back out to deliver water bottles, only to see the fire growing even stronger.
And I think it's going to spread more this way. If it jumps over to where Coronado's camp is with this wind, it's definitely going to hurt a lot of people.
The huge blaze drawing lots of onlookers like Mason Boyle and Ariana Bennett, who've monitored the blaze since Tuesday night. The Abilene resident shocked to see it spread so quickly.
We live down by Lake Kirby, and we can see it from our house. So I think it's pretty crazy. It's spreading pretty quick, and it's pretty dangerous. It's super hot and windy.
As more residents are pushed out of their homes by the fire's path, they wait with bated breath until they can return. What they'll return to is not yet known.
My heart breaks for the people that's already lost their homes, much less what's still to come.
There it goes.
Oh, yep, tornado warning.
Storm clouds rolling low above Hermley Sunday night. The damage caused by the storm's strong winds plain to see come Monday morning.
I see everything down. Oh man, I don't feel good. My heart is broken like this.
Structures like this barn were ripped apart and tractor trailers flipped over like toys. The National Weather Service from Midland assessing this and more damage. Not yet able to say if the devastation was caused by a tornado.
The damage looks really bad in a sense that whatever created the damage, whether it was a tornado or straight line winds, was very strong.
Residents like Bill Jones heard the storm approaching, taking shelter just in time.
I heard this horrible noise coming from my back garage area, and I could tell that it was something big.
He and his wife staying under an overturned sofa.
There's where we're at, right underneath there.
And even after the wind passed, rain and hail pelted them for nearly an hour.
Hey, it was pretty scary.
Other residents like Betty Sanchez weren't home at the time of the storm, arriving the next day to find her life flipped upside down.
Everything inside my house is gone, so wish it wasn't true. Usually Hermleys doesn't get hit this hard.
Despite the damage, locals are keeping a silver lining mentality. They're thankful to be alive and to have support from one another.
My wife and I, we just, we knew God had this in his hands.
Just pray for us, that's all.
Yeah.
We need prayers.
Yeah, prayers is what's going to get us all through.
In Hermley with coverage you can count on. Mercedez Hernandez, KTAB News. The hum of a hairdryer is like music to the ears of Dorothy Tunney. Dorothy started doing hair more than 60 years ago, opening her shop 50 years ago this May.
Put my shop in, and I've been out here since.
In that time, Tunney started doing the hair of Tammy Douglas's mother.
Our families, both her family and my family, go back generations and years.
Douglas, now the mayor of Cisco, talks to Dorothy all the time, taking note of her fiery spirit that's never dimmed.
She's got a personality that is very contagious. And people, if you meet her as a stranger, you're going to leave as her being your friend and somebody that you will always remember.
Her fun-loving spirit visible on days like her birthday, celebrated at the local brewery, and her generosity when she bakes and delivers her famous cinnamon rolls or hands a canned good out to a client. Those labors of love are what Douglas says makes Dorothy a remarkable woman.
just not to me, but to everyone. One of those kind of a diamond in the rough, rare people that you don't find anymore because from the generation that she came from.
When most people have as much life experience as Dorothy, it's common to stay home and relax.
I'm never still a minute, I don't guess, till I go to bed.
But she just can't set her shears down.
It's my nature and I love it. I love working in the yard. I love canning. I love doing hair. I love people. And I just like to work.
Because it's the people she loves that make life worth living. And Dorothy?
Oh, I just love living. I really do.
In Cisco with coverage you can count on. Mercedez Hernandez, KTAB News.